Your value is being held in the hands of how many women have stroked your ego at one time or another. You find your value in the quantity of these women versus the quality of your wife's I do. Good morning, good morning, and good morning. And welcome to Coffee and Coaching. I am Coach Michelamonè, your certified life professional and relationship coach. And here at Coffee and Coaching, we stimulate conversations to energize relationships. And we do that by answering questions that you've sent in, or you've emailed, you went to Quora and asked me those questions, and I've answered. And what I do is I go ahead and tell you the answer that I've given to the person that has asked the question, and then I elaborate. But before we get into the question of the day, let me tell you about the coffee that I'm drinking. Today's coffee is a Colombian organic coffee. And it is created by Bernie's Coffee and Tea Company. And it's a medium roast coffee. Pretty good, I have to say. It is very, very bold. The coffee, it has a little bitter taste to it. I need to find out what that whole bitter thing is, because I've heard that some good stuff has bitter taste, and that means that it's good for you. I don't know, but I need to figure that whole thing out. But it tastes pretty good. So let's move on to today's question. But before we do that, please make sure that you're sharing. Sharing is caring. Go ahead and share. Click that share button and forget about it. It does not take anything other than you just clicking the button. Make sure that you're commenting. I would love to hear from you while I'm here. I'm just not here just to talk at you. I'm here to engage and talk with you. So hopefully you will engage with me on today. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day so far. So let's go ahead and move into today's question. My phone just died. Well, it didn't die, but it just went off. So let me get back in. All right. So, is it right to keep messages from ex-flings and ex-girlfriends when I'm a married man? My wife feels uncomfortable and has trust issues, but I don't want to delete them as it's history. I find it very controlling of her. What should I do? Well, first of all, you need to delete the messages, okay? But keeping messages, trinkets, and memories, have messages coming in, sorry. Trinkets and memories of something or someone means you never want to forget, because that person or thing is of utter importance. And if something is that important, why did you walk away from it in the first place? Nothing should be more important than your wife. Your wife is supposed to be the most important person in this world to you. Your wife doesn't have trust issues because of osmosis. She has trust issues because you've shown yourself to be untrustworthy. Trust is earned, and when you devalue trust, respect goes with it. But let's deal with why you're holding on to these messages. These messages aren't memories. They hold value to you because you obviously don't know your own value. Your value is being held in the hands of how many women have stroked your ego at one time or another. You find your value in the quantity of these women versus the quality of your wife's I do. This is disrespectful and has caused a breach in the vows that you have chosen to take. The last part of typical marriage vows say, I either pledge myself to you or I commit myself to you. That means you obligated yourself to your wife to honor and cherish her till death do you part. You are breaking your vows because you are choosing the obligation to those memories over that of your wife, all in the name of your ego. You must find your confidence and self-esteem, and it's not in those memories. To the mention of your wife being controlling, she's not being controlling, you are, simply because you have chosen to continue to do something that makes your wife uncomfortable. It is your solemn duty to make sure your wife is comfortable, protected, and provided for, or give freely to her. Keeping these memories leaves her uncomfortable, unprotected, and takes away from her. Besides, I'm sure if your wife held on to messages from the best lover she had ever had before you, that would take away your ego and pride. Then would that leave you uncomfortable and controlling? Or would you then understand her plight? I hope that this helps. Now, a lot of times we have people in relationships typically where they don't understand the other side of the equation, and they tend to take it out and say, well, you're being controlling, or you want me to do something and I don't want to do it. One of the things I know about men is men hate to be pushed up against into a corner. They don't like ultimatums. They don't want to feel like you're making them do something. So that's one of the issues that he's having. He's feeling like he's being made to do it. And that is not something that he really wants to do. Hey, sis, how you doing? So because he is feeling like he's being made to do it, he's finding all these reasons that don't mean anything. Things like, oh, it's history. Things like she's being controlling. No, you have to give to your spouse. You have to understand that marriage and relationships is not all about what you can get. It's more of what you can give. And if you're not pushing out comfort, if you're not pushing out respect and trust, if you're not pushing out the things that create harmony in your marriage or your relationship, then you are taking from those things. So you have to keep those things flowing, and they usually flow from you. They don't flow to you until they flow from you. So you give or you receive that which you are. And when you're giving respect, you're giving honor, you're giving trust, you're giving love, those things automatically come to you, and you don't have to worry about where they're going to come from. And a lot of times we kind of do the opposite. We want people to give because of the things we've gone through in our past, and we want to hold on to those things and make the next person try to uphold those things. So that I hope that this helps. If you like what I'm doing, please like, comment, and share. If you know someone who has a relationship that you think that should be honored, then reach out to me. Comment in the comment section. Let me know. I can either put them on to my once a month now coffee and coaching at night, or we're looking for people to come on for our other show. So also, if you have a product that you want to have featured on Coffee and Coaching at Night, then go ahead and drop that in the comment as well. If you want to email me, you can do that as well as let's talk at coachmichelamonè.com. If you have a question that you want answered, make sure that you do that as well. Email that at let's talk at coachmichelamonè.com, and I would love to answer your question as well. Make sure that you are seeing me on Sunday at on His and Her Perspective with my co-host Coach Vaughn. I love you guys for real, and have a wonderful day. I hope that you go out and get some coffee. Love on somebody today. It is a beautiful day just to do just that. Talk to y'all later. Bye.